it's doing well so far. Another thing is that on the GE, when it after it's filled on the GE after it finishes filling and starts agitating. You know how I usually put in the soap before it finishes filling when there's quite a bit of water in the tub? Well, when it starts agitating, the suds go away. But since this is a high efficiency washer and it has a dispenser tray, as it fills, it'll dissolve the soap, and it will go into the tub, and then as it's tumbling, it stays kind of sudsy while the clothes tumble into the water. But however, right now, I cannot see very much suds. It depends on what item you're washing. Like if it's a comforter, while it fills it will get kind of sudsy, and it will do the same thing, tumble the comforter into the water. Time update, it does show 55 minutes. Now, in person, none of these lights are flickering, but on the camera it is flickering. And it kind of looks like it's doing out of every part of the display except for the power and start button. See, guys? See how well it's doing? The machine, how it's tumbling the clothes into the water. But however, you guys on camera, you guys cannot see any water in there, because the main reason is that front loaders don't use very much water, because high efficiency washers are one of the energy and water saving machines. So that's why front loaders and high efficiency top loaders don't use much water. See, guys? I also see that or I feel like that while the machine is tumbling, it is kind of tumbling slowly, like when it's tumbling. If you guys can see how the clothes are landing onto the other side of the tub, I feel like the tub is kind of moving slowly, like it tends to stop a little bit, and so clothes will land into the water effectively and do well. That's another thing I see. And also another thing is that while the tub tumbles, the water will move with the tub, not just the clothes, and that's how the clothes went into the water. While the machine tumbles. Yep, all I can see in there is a little bit of water. Because compared to GE, it used more water than that. And while it turned over, while agitated, the clothes turned over very well and it kind of circulated. Like on the top loader, it kind of, while agitated, the clothes circulated around from the bottom into the top, back to the top in the water, and that's how the GE washer gets clothes clean. Versus on this one again, while it tumbles, the water moves with it, the tub, and then as the clothes also tumble, they land into the water. And then the machine stops tumbling for 2 seconds, or maybe 1. Yeah, so 2 seconds. After it stops tumbling, the clothes will kind of soak in the water for that long, and then it will go back to tumbling like it just did right now. And it will do that during the whole wash process. $50 minutes are left. And the machine seems to be doing well so far. And also, if you guys see, as the machine tumbles and the clothes go into the water kind of splashes up against the very edge of the tub, and it will appear on the stainless steel parts. And then after it stops tumbling, the water will go down, and then it'll start and then the machine will start tumbling again. And you guys will see that every time it stops tumbling. And it'll do that every time it tumbles. And it seems like it's doing very well. And this is and today we unwrapped it since the machine is sitting outside, and it's been working well. Like, this is the 4th load that I'm doing for today on this machine. And the reason why I say that is because when we first got the GE, we put this machine outside in the backyard, and we covered it with tarp. And for the 9 months. Like this is month number 9 of it staying out there, and also the 9-month mark of owning my GE washer. It has been going with weather while it was covered with tarp. Like I recorded a video back in January where this washer was sitting outside during a snowstorm. I did do that, and you guys can also check that video out on my channel. It's titled Washer and Snow Part 1. And this was and this video is kind of meant to be this current video is kind of meant to be an update on how it's doing, and it looks like it survived that storm, including all of the weather, and it's still working the way it always had and the way it should.